Eat live? Eat live? I'll eat a blueberry. It's gonna be super bitter. All right. Mmm. Mmm. Yeah. How you guys doing? So, about a week and a half ago, we did a 24-hour stream. I'm sure many of the folks that are going to see this video were there. It was an absolute banger, to use the common modern parlance. It was incredible. It was so fun. So many people came out and supported us, and yeah, you'll see. Anyway, we had so much fun, and I just wanted to capture that moment and compile a bunch of the highlights from that. And I wanted to do this a little bit different, so I'm going to be actually just playing the clips myself here, giving a little context, and then letting them go. So come on and hang out with me and little Zuzi. Zuzi. Hi. Let's hang out with me and Zeus here, and let's have some fun. All right, so this is a good place to start. The first thing that we did was, since I started at 9 a.m., I almost wish I started at 8 a.m., honestly. So we started at 9 a.m., and I was actually up. I couldn't sleep the night before. I was, it almost had that like night before a birthday type of thing going on, and I couldn't really sleep enough. So I woke up at like 8:15, maybe 8:30, laid there in bed a little bit, brushed my teeth, clicked go on the stream, and I actually made coffee on the stream at the very beginning. So we started off with just sitting there for an hour, drinking coffee, chatting, letting people roll in, just having a good time and saying hi to everyone. And then we kicked it off. I did a zoomed in Cirrus and Maven fight. I did every single invitation. Then we did a short intermission with lunch. So that was really, really fun. Nothing particularly notable for really showing off something of a highlight. But then we went to double corrupting. And man, let's just say it turned out worse than I could have imagined. So if we zoom forward a little bit here, I was collecting everything that we're gonna double corrupt, and so it's a headhunter, a replica farruls fur, 6 linked, and 12, or no, is that 10 Zoff's bloods. And and actually chat was trying really hard to get me to double corrupt the second headhunter. Oh man. If you ever need a cautionary tale on why don't corrupt something you're not willing to lose, this was the perfect example. So I kind of just started off just, warming up, getting into it. And also before every single double corrupt, we did a slash prediction in Twitch chat, and many channel points were lost and gained that day. I think towards the end, people learned that maybe being a doubter was just the right thing to do. So we started off just double corrupting things, going in, doing Zoff's Bloods. A lot of people were very kind and were farming and giving us temples to to expedite it. I paid for all of them. And so we just were going forward, Zoff's Blood, Zoff's Blood, Zoff's Blood. And then we decided to get to the big stuff. So the first big item that we double corrupted, as you can tell from the name of this video file here, let's just let this run. Time for the farruls for. All right, I gotta block the screen. I gotta block the screen so I don't see it. Oh, this is a scary one. Oh, this is a scary one. I'm closing my eyes all the way. Oh, I don't want to look at this one. Okay. I don't want to look right now. Right place. All right. I clicked. Yeah, you did. Oh, did it poof? Yeah. Oh, rip. 36 exalted orbs. 36 exalted orbs, folks. Yep. So that was the first big boy. So we went back to a couple Zoss Bloods, got a little bit of our confidence back. And then we went to this guy. For reference, for anyone, if there is anyone here that doesn't play Path of Exile, it takes a pretty decent player multiple weeks of farming to get enough money to make this thing. It's really hard to get across the concept of how the economy in Path of Exile works to someone that doesn't understand the game, right? Like, it's so flexible and fluid that sometimes a headhunter is not worth that much, but this league, it was worth 3 times as much as usual, and many people didn't know how to make currency. So that was the best analogy that, or just like, I was trying to come up with a way to explain it, but that's the best that I could come up with on the fly there. Some people don't make it in 3 months. That's true. True. All right. So looks like our gamble. We have the gamble with the Twitch chat here. We had what we're doing is saying good implicits or either no change. So even the neutral is actually in the sad or boring category here. We're actually like pretty close to down the middle. And then we get to it. All right. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. All right. Oof. Oh, man. Oh, it hurts just watching it. Is, it's in a better place. Double corrupting. Yep. So also for reference, I bought that headhunter a few weeks ago when it was full price at 150x. Not like the 110, 120 that is right now. So that happened. So that was the double corrupting. We in net we lost around 200 to 250, somewhere between 200 and 250x. One Zoss Blood did become kind of okay, gave like some block chance or something like that, but not particularly good. However, what happened is I was just like, all right, if I'm down 200x, let's go crazy. And so what I did is I just went to the trade website, bought 2 House of Mirrors, and I said, screw it. I'm going to try to just gamble these 2 cards. If I'm down, what's another 160x? But if I make 1 or 2 back, then, it takes a little of the edge off of that double corrupting. So this is what we did. I will hear it right away. It always works 1 by 1. So the chat was trying to convince me to only do 1 at a time and then gamble a few times, but sometimes chat isn't always right. I can go up to 4. I can go up to 4, right? If I put 2 in, it can go to 4, right? If I put 1 in, the most I can get back is 2. I could just make 1, right? So like, I'm not up to that you just do this, and then you click on this, and then you have 3 House of Mirrors, and then you just made a lot of money. And it's really easy. It's just really easy. You just do it, and you just make 80 exalts like that. It's really easy. Like, I've heard people like complain about making money in this game, and it's just whatever. So sometimes it's fun to just do that, So that was that was the gambling portion of the stream. All right. So if we go back to the schedule from before, and I made a schedule and everything to try to keep myself organized. Otherwise, I definitely could have passed some time by just mapping or something, but I wanted to make sure it was interesting for the viewers. So the next thing that we did is we tried to farm blood-filled vessels. Who knew that the highlights, this highlights video would actually have some good lessons? So what we had done is one of my mods, 3M Ghost, and myself pooled together, pooled together a lot of blood, and we spent together around 150 exalts on blood-filled vessels, which ended up being like around 250 total. And then I had about 50 or 60 atolls, and I just ran maps all the time. And in fact, I only got through about a third of them on the stream. Uh, it took a couple more days. It actually, like, getting through blood-filled vessels actually takes really long. Like, a map takes way, way longer. And so if you know my Path of Profit videos, the short of it is, if you do not get a mirror, and the price of blood-filled vessels is what it is right now, which is half an exalt per, you're spending 2 exalts per map. And I used about 150 exalts worth of blood-filled vessels, and I did not get. I think I averaged getting back about a third of an exalt per map. So we just lost 100 exalts. We ran a bunch of maps and we lost 100 exalts. That's pretty awful. Like, it's a really bad feeling to run a map, do a ritual, and we actually, like, every other map we would see like an exalt. You run a map, you see an exalt, and you just know, like, I'm still down 3 exalts in the past 2 maps. Because an exalt is so meaningless when you're just burning through currency like that. But if we did get a mirror, that was the goal, was to get a mirror. Obviously you make some currency, but we did not get a mirror, and it was many hours of mapping, many hours of mapping. So you're spending all of this time and money to lose money, and it's just, like, kind of annoying and kind of like the sinking feeling. So sorry, cute dog, but man, I am done with ritual. I am done with ritual. Never going back there. So that's the long and the short of it. There's nothing interesting to show for the highlights, but then we had some fun. So this was we made delirious maps, 100% delirious maps, tier 16. Put the meanest mods I could get on it. Extra fizz is cold, fire, lightning, minus max res, temp chains, vulnerability, LE weakness, everything I could possibly get on there. And then we went in there with 6 players. I just invited people from chat. We went in there with 6 players, and I just threw them in and just said, go crazy. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I hope no one misses the XP that they lost, but I had a lot of fun. So let's look at those highlights. Can we do it? The most epic ultimatum of all time. So this is the first one. So as you can see, 2 people are already dead. This is like the entrance to the map is like right here. I just ran in, started the ultimatum, and 2 people just died immediately. There we go. Ultimatum down. And every single map had a Kosis or Omniphobia.
He's got a lot of hit points. He's got a lot of hit points.
So for reference, I have about 63 million DPS.
Holy look at his hit points.
My mana is gone.
And he just instant give me.
It's all you. It's all you, Tyree. It's all you. I believe. He did it! Tyree solo killed 6-man Kosis.
It was just super fun. We did this for a couple hours. Another notable part of it is we got Einhar. We had another Kosis. You could use some toughening up. So I thought it was too easy. Like we got to like the second room in burial chambers once. That's how hard it was. But I decided to make it even harder, and so I rolled this on a dungeon map. And then on the stream, people can redeem channel points to make me play zoomed in. So someone forced me to play zoomed in, and this is on the dungeon map. We'll see how it goes. All right, wait for everyone to load in. This is the dungeon. A wonderful open layout map. It's really clean. You basically just run in a straight line. Everyone loves the dungeon. Great map. Okay, is everyone ready for that? I love this map. Really good. You can just basically run straight to the boss. There's no weird stuff going on.
Don't listen to that guy.
Okay. Everyone ready? Yeah, this is my... I have this triple favorite this map. Okay.
Why the zoom in, Von Buki? Because Pandemonium asked for it.
Don't worry. You don't need to.
That was not Kostas.
You don't need to see my hit points.
His
Trust
hit
me.
points don't go down. Oh my god, I can't.
I will move it over to the mana.
My hit points do go down. My hit points do go down. Yo, Strong Chef, you're the tank, man. You're the tank. Yo, Einhard, you gotta buff me, man. Let me get a couple flash charges over here. Hold on. I need some flash charges. Okay, got some flash charges. All right, Kostas.
If we watch his energy shields.
Oh, that was not Kostas.
Right? That's if I have 60 million DPS and I'm doing damage like, like 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, right? He definitely is in the multiple billions of it, like quite a few billion HP there. And the fun thing is, every time Kostas does a beam, he gets his full energy shield back, and he's constantly regenerating. And so he was the ultimate. He's actually the hardest thing I've ever fought in Path of Exile.
Oh my god, I can't.
So eventually I die. So.
All right, Strong Chefing that. I cook in the void. Can they kill Kostas the Revelation?
So what happens here is, this is the mods on the map. So what happens is we have, just you can watch their hit points. Strong Chef is a Cyclone Slayer. He's got the Overleach. He's got a lot of tankiness to him. But he only does like okay damage. And the thing is, so every time, it takes him like 10 seconds to break the energy shield. And then Kostas does a single beam. Watch his energy shield.
Oh no!
It's already back.
Dang, guys, the energy shield has come back. You now have to destroy the 10 billion damage energy shield again to damage his hit points.
So this is a 7-minute long video.
Oh, he took a big slap. Civic Rose.
And then Kostas just constantly regenerates. He gets all of his hit points back,
Showing people alive that they aren't.
and then eventually Chef goes to like the map boss and dies. So that's what we did after that. That was really, really fun. I'm glad we thought of that. Just trolling chat, getting people to die, having fun, right? Like a big thing that's kind of that I think we just ignore is that even if you're not, and I think a lot of people that are kind of more casual do this by just party, like they find ways to party up, either using the public posted boards in the game where you can actually advertise in town, or they just like advertise on forums, or they group up with guilds. And while it's not efficient in the game, if you just want to troll each other or you just want to have a lot of fun, like going crazy, I think don't ignore party play, even if you're not trying to farm efficiently here. After that, oh man, after that, so if we go back to the schedule, we did dinner. I ate dinner. We did a little intermission. Then we did some crafting. I don't remember exactly what we crafted, but this is actually a thing that I've been doing on stream. So if anyone is ever interested in this, I highly recommend it. Is on stream, I've been crafting with viewers, specifically on Fridays and Sundays. I will review POBs and I will do crafts with viewers. And it's actually been really, really successful, helping people learn exactly how to craft and seeing the ways not to craft, like the different pitfalls. Sometimes I'll do something silly and make a mistake, and it's just very, very educational. And I will contribute some of my own currency to make the crafting process a little bit smoother so I can help out a lot. So we did a little bit of crafting with chat, and then we did the 5 ways. So this is a thing that I do. As I said before, I try to find ways that I can interact with the community and help them out. And as a kind of an end of the league thing, and also to just celebrate the 24-hour stream, we did 5 ways with chat. We bought 30 sets of Legion Stones, and then for free, we created 6 different parties. We did 6 different parties of folks to leech, and I did a hard carry of doing 5 ways. And oh man, Did not enjoy it. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it for the community, but oh my golly. It was just 6 hours of this. 6 hours of going in a circle. It was cool. Like, this was my first time actually doing a 5-way carry. So there are a couple things for me to learn, like how dangerous Cardinal Vox is, looking out for how many headhunter buffs I have, like knowing what my damage spikes are going to be. It was very educational. But doing it for 6 hours was not particularly educational. I guess it helped me really think about my wrist endurance, and it's a thing that's always on the top of my mind when I play anything
I don't think I've
on
ever
my
had that
computer,
problem,
but
actually.
I am particularly conscious of it when I'm playing Path of Exile, and
would've eaten it
this
in the
became
past. I don't
this
think
became
I've
very,
ever
very
had
evident towards the end of the 5-ways, where I was just my wrist just killed. But this was really, really cool. I'm glad I did it with chat and the community, and I'm sure we got a ton of XP for a lot of people. It was really, really good. But I am only doing this. I will only do this in the future in like very, very short controlled bursts. In fact, like today, I did one set of 5 stones today with chat since it's Sunday night. And so I'll do it once in a while, but yeah, 6 hours of that, I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people do it all the time. So that was the first half of the stream, and in fact, I think I have a little clip of what I did after all those finished. I think I said something here. Oh yeah, so I picked up my guitar. I haven't played guitar. I haven't played guitar in like 10 years. I'm super, super rusty, and it was actually fun to have chat kind of encourage me to pick it up and strum a few chords.
GGG, add something. Another 5-way.
Yeah, here we go.
We are never doing another 5-way again for the rest of my life. Please, GGG, add something. Add something besides the 5-way GGG. Please. Please add something besides the 5-way. Yo, Stevie7, thanks for subbing, man. Welcome.
So as you can tell, this is about, so when was this? This was like midnight. This is about 15 hours into the stream. This is 15 hours into the stream. So I was starting to get a little delirious. So what we did is we went outside. This was really, really fun. We did a little bit of an IRL stream, and I actually had an absolute blast, and I think everyone else did too. So
Start outside here.
I put a headlamp on, and I just turned off the stream on my computer, turned it on my phone. It worked pretty well. And
I'm on my porch.
It's way louder.
I'm on my porch right now.
I started going out on my back porch, showing off my blueberry bushes. Pretty cool. They're not quite ripe yet. There's a couple ripe ones, but they're not ready yet. A few weeks later, but looking forward to eating more of those blueberries. Pretty cool.
There's a spider.
I opened my shed, showed off my lawnmower.
I clicked end on my computer. There's a lawnmower. It's the Ego. It's so you just plug in.
Because I to prove my like my power dad gaming acumen here, right? I have to show the goods, right?
A battery? It's just a battery? It's nice, man. Look at this rake. Also, look at this rake. This thing rakes up everything. You have the same one wrong thing? It's so good, dude. It's so good. Yo, this is my wheelbarrow with some mulch.
Let's go. Shout out to mulch.
Shovel?
Shout out to mulch.
I know it's empty. I got to get more stuff. Yeah, what's up?
So what we did is the purpose of this was about 2 miles down the road from where I live, someone has some horses. And so we did a little IRL stream. We walked down the road, we listened to the frogs in the frog pond, and we tried to get to the horses. And much to my chagrin, no horses were to be found.
Just going for a walk and digesting everything that happened throughout. You're probably guys are not going to be able to. Yeah.
Checking out all the flora.
Who's doing IRL?
It was very like phantasmagoria or phasmophobia, like Blair Witch feeling. So let's get to yeah. Here's the horses. where the horses should have been.
Yeah, so this is where the horses live. They come out here. I'll walk around the edge here a little bit. I think this might be might be it. This run might be bricked. Nay. Horsies, nay, nay. Mer. I'm a horsey. Come out, horsies. Mer. Oh my god.
So, as you can tell, we're like 16 hours into streaming, and it's like midnight, 1 a.m., and I am going absolutely bonkers. My brain is out of control, and luckily, chat was keeping me going.
Do not. Yeah, this is someone's yard. All right, I'm gonna try.
And then I was like, this is like, I should be a little bit careful. I don't want to be like super, super creepy. It was definitely a little uncomfortable, but it was fun. It was super, super fun. We listened to some frogs. I think I went for a little. I wear flip flops like all the time, and someone didn't believe that
Hanging out. Thanks for the.
I could run in flip flops. Yeah.
You'll link it, Mr. Con.
Let's see.
Point, or is it somewhere along?
That's where the foxes live.
I think this is.
That's my house. So I showed my house, showing off the flowers.
We just got back home.
There's the blueberries. Yeah.
It's gonna be super bitter.
This is the first time I ate a blueberry from my new house.
Yeah.
It was very tasty. Yeah, showing off all the blueberries. There's Zeus making a little appearance.
There's a cat. Zeus, say hi. What's up, Zeus? Hi.
And then we went inside, and then people could see what it looks like on the other side. So that's now you guys can see what I'm looking at right now. This is what it looks like. I have a 3 monitor setup.
Don't look at all the cords.
Yeah, don't look at the cords. I just moved here a few months ago. I guess that's not a good excuse at this point, but I do need to clean everything up.
Got some lights.
Got some lights.
All right.
And there we go. So that was the middle act. We actually had 3 acts to this stream. And then if we go to part 3, now you can see the degeneration of Subtractum. So this is like a mental. It's really like a pretty intense mental. Oh man, it's a mental endurance challenge here. So it's really like when you streamed for 15 hours and you went for a walk, you've had lunch, you've had dinner, and then it's what is it, 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. And you sit back down at your computer, and you're like, there are 7 hours left. It is you have to steel yourself mentally. You're just like, oh my God, this is a serious shift that I'm about to put in. This is where it gets hard. This is where it gets really hard. So it opened up with me eating. I ate some food. It took a little bit. And then I sold my house of mirrors. I got some currency back. That was fun. So we got some currency. I made my 3rd pot of coffee for the stream. Just on stream, I just poured some coffee. I really like the Chemex system. So I just boil some water. I grind some beans downstairs, and I just use a Chemex. Simple pour over, and the coffee tastes really good. I was eating some leftover Indian food, which was also my dinner. Dinner number 1. Watch some Milky. Watch some Marvel vs. Capcom 3. This is all while I was eating the Indian food. And then we look at this again. So yeah, the 5 ways were originally just going to be 3 hours, and they ended up going 6 hours. I dramatically underestimated how long that could end up taking. We went for the walk, calling it Walk on the Wild Side. And then I really wasn't sure what to do at this point. I don't know if anything like particularly interesting happened. The interesting thing to observe here is what happens to me. My speech slurs and gets very slow. I lose the ability to really like pull any interesting words out of my vocabulary. I just end up saying like I think at one point I forget the word for saying good. So I say unbad. Like my brain actually just stops working. It's it's painful, man.
We'll end it that way. We'll look at the blueberries, and that'll be the end. So I'm a sell and try again. Good, thanks.
So we do some POB reviews. We help people out looking at their builds, stuff like that.
I mean, the single target is looking fine.
So I was actually spending. I got to make some sort of video on this. I was spending time looking at making a Venom Gyre build. The short of it is Venom Gyre is mechanically a very, very fun skill, but in terms of damage, it has no flat damage to scale off of. Therefore, you're relying entirely on the claws damage. You can use a dagger. And so it is just inherently worse because we lost the Elder Poison mod. It's just inherently worse than other poisons. Like, I think literally every other poison skill. So mechanically, it's really, really cool. But unfortunately, it's just in a very bad place. So I ended up just putting Cobra Lash in, and it was just better. I will maybe make I'm gonna make some sort of video like on the poison attack skills at some point. But yeah, the short of it is Venom Gyre is just not the sexiest, but I really, really did like it in terms of the mechanics and just like what it felt like. I ended up getting around 5 to 6 million Cirrus DPS, but that's only when everything is fully ramped up and perfect. And the thing is, as soon as Cirrus says, Everlasting Flame or, whatever, he does like the Meteor, all of the poison stacks fall off and all of your work ramping that damage goes away. So in those situations, you're barely getting like 1 or 2 million DPS. And it just feels awful. So
That looks solid.
but in a situation like this, against a
You're
guy
actually
that
fighting like Cirrus, something about his I think especially his chaos damage resistance, that's the problem, right? He just has insane chaos damage resistance.
and he drops the stacks. But as you can see, this is Awakener 9 Constrictor with a Maven Witness. And as soon as the ramping happens...
I think my damage problems will get solved if I actually get my crit strike chance up.
That's not true. That's not true. And me from the future can tell you that's not true. Anyway, as you can tell, I'm already speaking very slowly. So you might notice my position. Let's see, I'm over here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This way. You might notice my position in the chair is very different than here. Like if we start here, oh, look at me. I'm sitting up. Everything looks good. This is the interesting thing is if we go forward, I start melting into the chair.
Max life. It's 28 qual. Yeah, that's fine. How much was this? 7.
And my voice starts degenerating here quite a bit. A viewer very nicely asked for me to describe betrayal. And luckily, this was a very, very beneficial thing for me to perk up my brain a little bit and actually kept me going because it gave me something to do actively. So I ended up spending I think about 2 hours actually going into a lot of detail about how betrayal works. Here's different situations that you're running into and really thinking about that and helping explain that. And like my ability to do it was pretty rough. Yeah, you can see I'm melting more and more in the chair.
Or I go to bed, right? Like I
too. Yeah, oh my god, what was that? Yeah, oh my god, I'm looking rough.
I'm too tired for it. 84, good enough. There you go.
Did some crafting. Yep, so we did some crafting for a viewer. He had a base chest and we modified it a little bit, gave him and farmed up an Ashling Slam. So that was really, really cool. We helped him improve his chest. Oh god, I'm melting a little bit. Yep, melting. We did some blighted maps on requests from the viewers. Yeah, most of this was just like the viewers requested things and I just did whatever.
Slept.
And it worked out well.
Uh-oh.
I can't.
I got my Swedish look going on right now. I got my hair. This one is 7. This spot at least has a little, but I guess the damage. Where are the 2 exalts?
Went back to the blood vessel.
All right. You don't. I strongly believe that you don't, and
I put this on the screen to motivate myself. I put a little timer here.
thank you, 38. Awesome having you here, man.
Yeah, this
Always
is
awesome having you.
this is
here.
where it gets
New to the
bad.
stream. You're not that new, man. You've been around for a while.
Here we go. There we go. This is what happens. I was like, I'm just gonna run a couple blueprints. I'm gonna prove to people that it's really good. I think we made a few exalts just in the one blueprint that I ran, but yeah, I was down. I was way down here. Oh man, I was out, man.
My mana is gone.
Yeah, Mr. V. Yeah, just caught that.
Oh, you can see the sunlight coming in. You can see the natural light. You can, yep. It's starting to contrast with the fill light there.
Nice. All right. The thing is, yeah, you have your prefix. You can't really protect it otherwise, but except for an imprint. It's a magic item, so you're lucky. You can imprint that. But yeah, is it 100 chaos? Is it worth you to spend 100 chaos each time? Is the question you need to ask.
I'm just like, I just keep glancing over that clock and just like, 88 minutes left. Okay, all right. But still trying to teach people how to craft, trying to help people out. I'm there, man.
Finish the stream with 100% delirious. Just rip Hydro.
I was 100% delirious.
Mark, but... So
yeah, this was me teaching betrayal. It was at the end here. It's like the last hour.
The only thing, and like this is simplified because the only thing I really care about right now is Ashling in research. I'm literally ignoring everything else. So I just want to push everyone that's not Ashling away from research. If I see Tora, if I see Hillock, not so much.
So as you can tell, like the explaining something really helped me towards the end of the stream. So we did that. We did some betrayal. I think I finished the whole pot of coffee. I think I might have finished the whole pot of coffee.
Put it over here.
Oh, it looks like it's half down. It's about half. And then, oh my god, I forgot about this. My brain was so lagged. So for the last 15 minutes, I was going to do a zoomed in Cirrus kill with my like 1 million DPS Venom Gyre character. There was no chance. There was no, like, the amount of delay that my brain has here. I just like walk into things and die.
Scary. Oh, this build doesn't have much regen either, huh? Okay. What's with me playing these no regen builds?
Yeah, I remember this. I was safe, and then I just walked into the tornado and died. Yeah. I got him to the last phase with this build, which was impressive. But
and the real fight will give me. All right, rip.
yeah, I just eventually died here.
Because that's reasonable. The opposite of undead.
Yeah, this is where my English stops working. That was just brain lag. That was just brain lag right there.
I pressed flame dash. I don't know, man.
I reviewed the replay. I pressed frame dash like a little, definitely on the late side.
Just unbad. It's unbad. Yeah. So withering step on left click when I'm mapping is incredible, but yeah, during the Cirrus fight it's just unbad. It's unbad.
During the serious fight, it's just unbad.
Unbad. It's ungood.
Actually, ungood.
Because that's reasonable. The opposite of unbad. Ungood is actually what I meant. That's the reasonable thing to say.
I was just slowing out of it. So I actually had that fight. I actually would have had it if I was not delirious. So what? Then I tried to fight Uber Elder
Blades.
with this build that also does 0 damage, and I just couldn't. I could not keep Shaper and Elder in my head at the same time. My brain just was like, I can only do one thing right now.
Everlasting Flame.
And yeah,
Thank you.
I was so out of it. I couldn't even do Uber Elder. I was just,
Yeah. Wow. That's
I was just out of it.
for our stream.
So, but I just like, I couldn't care less at that point. I was just like, I need to go to bed.
So thank you so much, everybody. This has been incredible.
So that was the 24-hour stream. Yeah, hopefully, I don't know. I just thought this was really fun. I wanted to go over, and this was fun for me just to reminisce and go over what that was. I had forgotten some of the things that happened, and just record a history of that and show people how much fun we had, and remember it for the future. So yeah, I hope you guys like this, and definitely stop by the stream and come hang out. And we just do so much fun stuff, hanging out with the community and doing really cool things and trying to make a place, a really good community for Path of Exile that everyone, we focus on being both good and successful at the game for our own personal goals, but also just having fun and remembering how enjoyable playing video games can be. And that's really the focus of what we're trying to do here. And it's been a blast. It's been a blast, and everyone is so awesome. So I'm really excited, looking forward to this community growing and the fun times that we have ahead, especially with 315 coming. So yeah, thanks again, everyone, for watching this, and catch you on the stream or the next YouTube video. Thanks. Bye. I'd like to give a special thank you to all of my patrons: Tricky Nick, Amarius, Bifrost50, Mark Hahn, Nafin L, Rentner, Aaron White, Colin, Exverdidius, Michael Rack, Mr. Dobolina, Nicolaj, and Whoop. If you are interested in a shout out and credits at the end of my videos and some other cool stuff, go to patreon.com/subtractum. Thank you, everybody.